In today's video, I want to discuss how we don't we don't stop and smell the roses. I mean, I know you've heard that saying. I know that you may know what it means, but do you? I mean, and if so, do you actually do it? Do you actually smell the roses? Do you stop and just take in all the little details in this world and this life that's not has to do with you, but your surroundings? I mean, you take for instance like this wall behind me right here. And you can just see just all the detail, just the texture on the wall. Do you actually like just stop and just kind of get lost in it and just kind of go, "Oh, these are kind of cool shapes." Or just how like the lights hitting off of it. Or you can go down and you just view water in itself as it kind of moves down like in a stream. You can see the water kind of flowing and the light hitting off the ripples and just taking in all of that, taking in the sounds that you hear around you. Hear them, the birds chirp, and you may think that's kind of like feminine or kind of gay or whatever, but it's just more of it's it brings you to the present moment. It gets you out of your everyday thinking of, oh, I got to do this, or am I good at this, or man, I have to pay this bill. It gets you out of that mindset. It gets you out of your head and into the present moment. I just feel like we don't take that time in our everyday lives to actually do that. And it's very understandable. I mean, there's a lot of distraction out there in the world and in your life. And just to take a moment out of the day and just actually do that, just to look at where you are, look at the surroundings. When's the last time you looked up into the clouds and just saw different images that you can see, like, is that a dinosaur, or just simple things like that. We take that stuff for granted, and we we miss that. We are so distracted by our phones, so distracted by technology, by TV, by just how this world is just so simple, how you can easily access things that you like or things that you want. So it's so easy to access it that we don't even think about it. We just do it. And in that, we kind of distract our minds of what could be or how things could be. I just remember there was a point where I could just sit and actually like think. And as technology has grown, I feel like I don't do that anymore. And sometimes it takes me to stop being on the phone or stop watching TV and just actually like hear myself think. And it's it's kind of weird, and it's like that's normal. That is normal to hear yourself think. But I don't think a lot of us do that anymore. I don't think we take that time out of our day and actually just embrace what we were naturally feeling or naturally thinking. The distractions are really deep distractions. I mean, you get distracted super easy from TV. You get sucked into your favorite TV show. And it's not like it's a bad thing, but you got to like make sure that you when when you're into technology, you got to make sure you take a break. I mean, it's very addicting. I, I don't I like try not to use your phone for a fucking day and tell me you wouldn't freak out or tell me that you couldn't handle that. I used to do it. It's been a few years, but I used to take like a whole week out of each month and not use technology at all. Like I wouldn't even watch TV. I mean, the TV could be on, and I just wouldn't look at it. I wouldn't even listen to music. No, I wouldn't listen to audiobooks. I mean, I could read. And I would use my phone if I had to like text somebody important or, or try to had to communicate with somebody, but that was only if I needed to, not because I wanted to. I didn't go out of my way to try to text somebody. I just kind of, if someone needed me or they had a question, I'd text them right back. But other than that, like for a whole week out of each month, I would stop doing that, and it was just weird. It was just like I felt normal, more like I felt more sociable, I guess. Like I wasn't trapped in my head. I felt like, I don't know, it was like a weight almost lifted off of me. I mean, we were so like wrapped up and wound up into technology in our daily routine that we just don't notice things, and it's no one to blame. I mean, we're all like that. But to actually be aware and actually have the power to actually just stop for a moment and notice the details in life, like the deep details. Like, have you ever like looked at a tree, like the bark on a tree, and just looked at it like, what the fuck is this? Like just to even go deeper. It's like, what is all this shit? What is a fucking tree? Why is there a tree? I mean, we all know it, like, it helps us breathe better. But I mean, why? We just don't stop and actually just like take in everything. Just take in all the small details that we take for granted. I mean, yeah, we can look that up. We can look up the reason why we have trees on our phones or on the fucking internet. But just to actually stop and have your own thought, your own idea of what this world is, instead of having someone else tell you or have someone manipulate you in a way that they thought, or in a group, like group think. Have your own opinion, have your own thought. I mean, you don't have to be right, you don't have to be wrong. It just, to actually think for your own self, that's freedom. That is fucking freedom right there. And they can't take that away from you. They can only distract you. Well, that's it. That's all I had today. I just kind of, I was on my morning walk and I just noticed that it's been kind of raining, and usually they have the sprinklers on where I live, and I just noticed the water was kind of just like running down almost in a stream through like the gutter, and just noticing the light hitting it and just how the ripples are, and it's just kind of, it's almost kind of like soothing in a sense. So I just thought that just kind of popped up in my head, and like I said, like it got me to think. It got me to be like, whoa, dang, do I miss out on all these opportunities to actually look deeper into my surroundings. So I suggest you do the same thing. It's therapeutic. I mean, meditation has helped me a lot because it's actually helped me to get out of my head every once in a while and actually focus on the things around me. Because that's the shit that's most important. It's not like buying a cool car. It's not trying to get the promotion at your job. I mean, that shit is all important. But I mean, is that really why we're here on earth? I mean, is that really the main purpose? Is what you have going on in your life? It's not. I mean, it's just like I said, there's so many distractions. We all just need to take a breath, take a break, smell those roses. Like, seriously. Anyway, it's been another nice video. Good chatting with you guys. I will see you in the next video. If you're new, hit subscribe, hit the like button, definitely leave a comment and tell a friend. And until next time, peace.